Sir, that was my grandma's. Ugh.
Don't worry, ma'am. All of your stuff is in okay hands.
Just okay?
Well, they don't give 2.5 stars to just anybody.
Here you go. What's this? It's your piano.
Hold this for a sec.
We don't have a piano.
No. But the neighbors do.
Just okay is not okay.
Looking for a moving company that's on time, isn't milking the clock, and doesn't charge for shrink wrapping items, disassembling, and reassembling furniture? Would you value a team of hardworking guys that care about your belongings? No, really. Like, if any of your possessions were damaged or lost during the move, they'd cover it that same day. Well, Aaron Movers in Phoenix is serious about quality service, and we feel like we've mastered the art of moving. Since 2001, we've grown our well-known reputation of precaution, speed, courtesy, and planning. We've held every member of our team to a high standard and have never dropped the ball. Now that I think about it, we haven't really dropped much of anything over the last 17 years. We understand that nothing we touch belongs to us, and that we need to handle your belongings better than we'd ever treat our own. Because, in case you didn't know, you're the boss on moving day. Listen. Our team honestly just wants to help you get your items moved from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible. Our custom-built trailer plays a big role in our ability to do this by reducing trips and lowering costs. We'll even set things up at point B for you. Our 5-star rating proves that hard work pays off. With hundreds of satisfied customers across the great state of Arizona, we want you to experience moving as it should be. Whether you're moving into a new office, transporting items out of the state, or settling into a new place to call home, Aaron Movers wants you to focus on what you'll be doing once you get there. Don't take a risk, and we'll take care of the rest. Click below or call Joe at 602-703-0078 to learn more or to get a free estimate.
All right, we are here live at K2 Productionz now. We have Steve against Joe Avila. Gonna play some 10 ball today. They have 1,000 in the middle, and it's gonna be only 10 ball, no early 10s. Gotta run out in order to win. So they are both putting $500 to have a winner for tonight. So it's gonna be a really good night. If you guys can do me a favor and start sharing the stream away so that everybody has knowledge of this particular game tonight. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start opening social media so that I can see all you guys' comments. And of course, if you want to watch on YouTube as well, we do have our K2 YouTube channel, and if you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, also including the K2 page, it would be very cool for you guys to do for me. Alright, so they're about to start off, and I am just finishing up a couple things and we're ready to go. So here we go. Steve won the lag and race to 7. Here we go. Now again, make sure to share as much as possible this particular stream. It is for quite a bit of cash. Alright, so I'm going to start sharing away. So sorry if I'm quiet for just a minute. Just making sure that you guys can see our matches tonight. Now again, this is for $1,000 in the middle. Just double checking. Sorry, that's me. Alright, so I am now back. Just had to start sharing away, so thank you guys for tuning in. We have Adam Payan watching online, wishing the players good luck. Also, Carol Ling is rooting on Joe. This is a race to 7, best of 3 sets, so they are playing short sets, 500 from each player tonight, and this is a very good game. Last time the player that won was actually Steve Soto, I believe, if I have this correct, and this is now the second time that they play each other. Oh, threw it just a little bit too much into the corner pocket. So now Steve has the chance to start off with the first game here. Just getting to the 8 ball. It's a little tricky, only because that side pocket is really small. They are playing on 3 7/8 inch pockets. So they are pretty tiny. Gonna use forward, I'm assuming. Oh no, he's gonna try to cut the ball. That was kind of crazy there. But left a shot for Joe here, for him to kind of start off the right foot. Sorry, I'm just adjusting a couple of things from the other camera to make sure it's, of course, perfect. I'm kind of a stickler with presentation that I give you guys, so a little patient with me. But again, if you guys are watching, make sure to drop a comment. Let me know if you're watching from another state. We are looking to fill a map that we have, and once we fill out the map, we'll go ahead and give away actually $50 to the winner of the trivia. So this is game number 1. Joe gets the first game in a race to 7. Now both of the players, one's a 527, the other is a 543. Joe Avila is the gentleman racking the balls. They are playing table, and Steve Soto is currently in his chair. Guy Broman is asking if I'm still having the tournament actually next month. If with all the conditions that are going on, we are still actually in line to actually have the game still available in August. You have to set up your team. Everybody must be established. Max Fargo of all 4 players is 2,200. So once you guys pay up for the entry fee, we will go ahead and take your entry fee and lock your Fargos so that everybody is ready to play. But as of right now, we are having the tournament. Unless something changes, we will reimburse everybody. So now again, if you guys are watching, make sure to share the stream away. We do have a couple people actually watching from a couple different states, so let me know where you're watching from. Robert is watching from Hawaii. That is really cool. We are actually streaming in Phoenix, Arizona, and it is a race to 2-7. Both of the sets must be won in order to walk away with the cash. So again, make sure to share away as much as possible to all the different pool pages out there. This is called the Friday Night fight. There is no other fight going on tonight besides this one, so in order to get your pool on, make sure to tune in to this particular money games that we have tonight. Watch these guys shoot and take some cash home. So again, let me know where you're watching. We do have a map that we're trying to fill out. Once we get all 50 states, we will give away 50 bucks. We are the only Facebook page where we can send you guys cash for just watching and answering a pool trivia. We do pool trivia probably like once or twice in the week, and if you answer, we will send you the cash, usually by Messenger or by PayPal. So make sure to keep tuning in to have a chance to win. All right, and everybody that's playing again, it's a 2200 Fargo max between all 4 players. It's a thin cut on this one. I think he's gonna play safety. Try to put him by the 8 or the 9. It's not too bad. I think he got him. Part of him. Huh? I'll change it right now. Oh. Just trying to make it in the side. Corby is saying that if he were to win the match,
Your cousin is here.
okay. So you want to take over for a minute?
I have to.
All right.
Hello everyone. This is Kaylin. I was at the store, literally just got home. Knock on the door, that's weird. And it's Carlos's cousin. So he is out there talking to him now. So I'm here with you. Oh, overcut it. So Joe is at the table now. His cousin who's doing the tile. Corby, I assume. We're asking who as in who cousin. No? Well. Oh. Nice effort. Oh, it's Kaylin. The other K in K2. I know that most people think it's just Carlos, but sometimes I matter too. Exciting. I don't know if Carlos told you, but we got another state. We finally got Colorado. Nice draw there. Knowing myself, I would have figured out how to draw it right into the pocket. Easy stop shot for the 10 on the side. I know you were being sarcastic, Corby. That's why I was joking back. All right. Oh, I did not miss much. 1-1. I don't know if, I don't think you guys were streaming yet, but when we were setting up the stream, we were asking the guys, what is your Fargo? And Steve says, oh, it's 527. And Joe says, yeah, a really underrated 527. And this is a big dollar set. $1,000 in the middle. That is almost our mortgage. If anybody wants to donate that to us, that'd be great. Hi, Cindy. And yes, Corby, please get us North and South Dakota. North and South Dakota and Iowa, Arkansas, and Mississippi. Those are our last 5. Oh, those are our last 5. Middle of the country states. Everything else is that far northeast coast. Those boys are talking loud today. I can hear them echoing in my mic. That's right, Cindy. You and Steve. And not me after yesterday. I'm overrated. All right, so Joe did foul, so he's trying to get a 3 foul here. Oh yes, Kit, get us in Iowa. That'd be fantastic. All right, no 3 foul. I did try yesterday for the first time ever to do a 3 foul, and it did not work at all. But it didn't really leave him a great shot, but he could see the whole ball. So, no 3 foul for me, for sure. Yeah, we got Montana, so that was awesome. I thought that would be a hard one because only 20 people live in Montana. Oh, just a tad harder would have been completely hidden by that 6 ball, would have been really nice. So now we've ordered everything except the chandelier, light fixture, and the appliances. And so every day something is showing up in the mail. And Carlos will be like, what's in this package? And I honestly don't know. We are starting tomorrow demoing the carpet and the tile in the master bathroom. That's why his cousin is here right now, is just checking to make sure we have everything we need so they can tile upstairs. We're going to tile the whole upstairs and the stairs right now. Oh, that was tricky to go for the 2 rail. I honestly would have just gone for the 1 rail. The left-hand rail making contact with the 1, knowing you guys probably aren't going to run out because it's a messy table. But Steve again is going to try for the 3 rail here. Good shot. Yeah, Cindy, I could count on one hand how many times I shot more than 1 ball in a row. It was a really rough night. And the thing is, I wasn't frustrated. I wasn't mad. I wasn't sore or tired. I just couldn't shoot a ball. And Carlos had to remind me that I did win 2nd place in the entire state back in January, because I was crying over the fact that I lost $150, and I said that's the most I've ever lost by losing. And he goes, yeah, but you've won more than that. And I said, no, I've never won more than that gambling. And he said, what about when you got 2nd place in the entire state? How much did you get for that? And I was crying, and I was like, just $1. Because I didn't like that he was being factual when I was being emotional. That's a tough spot. I'm surprised with fallen ham. He struggled with that shape. You gotta try to play safe here. Just maybe a stop shot. Pushing the 2 to the rail. Leaving the cue ball behind the 5. If possible. He broke everything up, so I don't like that shot. I'm sure he doesn't either. So now Joe is at the table. Yeah, I think 1st place or 2nd place in that tournament was like $1,200. So that's the most I've ever won. I've won 2 APA 9-ball regionals, which I think you get like $300, but you also get entry into the national event and a hotel room. So that probably equals $1,000 or so as well. But I feel like tournaments are different than just gambling for some reason. So I also say I don't gamble on pool, but every time I enter a tournament, I guess I'm gambling on pool. So he's calling the bank? Maybe he thinks he has better cue control? Oh, changed his mind. I like top here. He tried to go at it with bottom. And not only did he try to go at it with bottom, he swung his arm from left to right, chicken winged it, and he just got a very lucky roll there. Yeah, I don't count that either, Gordon. But really, I mean, that's what you're doing. You're gambling on yourself to win the pool tournament. I mean, and if anything, it's actually harder because you have to win 5 or 6 or 7 games in a row. Whereas gambling, you only have to win however many sets you're playing. 1, 2, 3. So again, trying that 3 foul. Nice. Did leave Joe right on top of the 9. Easy 1 rail kick here though. Ooh. It's just semantics, I suppose, Corby. Oh, dang! We're gonna raise his Fargo. I'm gonna have to do a little GIF for Steve on that one. That was pretty good. But you are still gambling on yourself to win, right, Chan? If you're entering into a tournament, that's the same concept, I guess is what I'm saying. You're still gambling on yourself to play well. I like cutting this in the side because that long shot is much more difficult, although maybe easier to control where the cue is going to end up. So maybe just personal preference. Very nice. Wrong side of the 8 though. So if he has enough angles, I try to go to the top rail of the screen and then back out in order to get shape on the 9 ball. That is definitely a stroke though. Yep. He must have heard me. he wiggles even when he's using a bridge. I will ask him on the break, Carlos. Well, I can't start yawning yet. I haven't even started the heavy lifting this weekend. You can tell Steve doesn't feel quite comfortable with the shot. He did go and look at the angle. This is the wiggles. Look at how he shot before I could show you. His arm wiggles all over the place, almost like a windmill. Goes in big circles. He's got wiggles. Oh. Michael grabbed one of my favorite sodas. It's a brand new soda that just came out. I don't even know who makes it. It's called Cactus Cooler. It is pineapple, orange, something flavored soda, and it is so good. Monster break, and at least he can see the one. He did call that crossbank off of the 9. That is a gutsy shot. So Joe back at the table. I don't know where he's going with that. Oh, I do love Dr. Pepper. But this Cactus Cooler is quite refreshing. Again. There was a glitch in the YouTube. not a great leave on the 6. I was helping them get their music figured out. Somehow it stopped working. And I think they were using Carlos's phone. So now Joe has a shot. Just make it. Don't use too much low because you could scratch in the side. Nice shot. You gotta use low here. You're so far up table. I don't think that top is gonna get you where you want to be, but he is using top inside. So let's see where he gets to. And that's why you don't use top. That was exactly why I said you have to use low. All right. Yes, I have scratched that way so many times that I know don't shoot it that way now. Yes, all the pockets are tight, Jason. The side pockets are actually the biggest, at a hole 4 1/8. The corner pockets are 3 7/8. So you get about another quarter of a pocket, quarter of an inch on the side pockets. Well, center ball would have been fine too to make it, but you wouldn't have gotten back down table for the 10 on that one, Corby. And I knew that top was putting it right in that corner. So it's one of those ones that you kind of have to use low, or you're not gonna get to where you need to be. Calling the bank. Oh, Cindy, I just did that myself. So, have fun. Is he hooked? Ooh. Looks like maybe he can just make it. He's calling the 10. No early 10, so he would just spot the 10 and keep shooting. That is glad he did not make the 10, especially because it would have gone on the spot and he would have been hooked. He's playing safe. Not super safe. I am going to let you listen to music just for a second while I go get my phone so that I can share, get us some more viewers. All right. Sorry that took so long. I went out there and my daughter was swimming in the pool by herself. I had to figure out where Daddy Carlos was. All right, let's get some sharing done. I haven't done this in a while. I feel like I forgot how to share. So, people, talk to me, tell me What are you guys doing this weekend? The winner of this match is going to go maybe out to a nice steak dinner. After winning some nice big money. If you are just joining us, we are playing 10 ball on a 7-foot, 3 7/8 inch pockets in Phoenix, Arizona. We are 10 states away from all 50 states, where we will give away $50 if you are a follower of K2 Productionz. Please both like and follow so that you make sure you get updates whenever we go live. We also have a YouTube page, which I personally like a little bit better than Facebook, because you can both pause and rewind live streaming. Steve shooting at the 1. You guys can hear the blow-by of the oscillating fan on the mic. That's not just me breathing hard. Joe Avila here at the table now. I think it just got there, so that he can't make it. If you too would like to share, we are still trying to get viewers from North and South Dakota, Iowa, Arkansas, and Mississippi. I love it when Carlos says that, because he says Arkansas, and I don't know if he doesn't actually know, but that's not how it's pronounced. When we do have somebody on here from Arkansas, he'll probably get upset. So Joe called safe there. Steve is here calling the 7. The crazy thing is, I shared, and I'm sharing right now, to a South Dakota pool players page. It's got over 1,000 viewers or members. You're telling me that never has one of those viewers clicked on a stream? Sad. Sad if that's true. Sorry, I'm not giving much commentary at the moment. Still trying to share to all the groups that I am a part of. And there are quite a few. It takes me about 15 minutes to share to all the groups that I am a part of. How many players are they having in that, Jay? He did not call that, so option was to Joe, and Joe said, "You can have that." He's asking, "Are you sure you don't want this back?" I know Shane Bamboni is from there, but he does not watch our streams. Tyler Steyer watches our streams. Chris Robinson watches our streams. Nicholas De Leon, Scott Frost have not quite gotten to Shane Bamboni level. I would assume that he doesn't spend much of his time watching streams of people, especially people he's not gonna be playing. So again, if you guys are just joining us, welcome. We are live streaming from Phoenix, Arizona. This is a 7-foot diamond with 3 7/8 inch pockets. Please let me know where you guys are watching from. We do have a map. We are about 7 states away, 7 or 10 states away from giving away $50 to someone. We will do a trivia once we've reached 50 states. This is best of 3 sets for $1,000. Please like and subscribe to K2 Productionz. You will get notifications when we go live. We also have a YouTube channel if you prefer YouTube. I do prefer YouTube because you can pause and rewind live streams. So sometimes here the players have a question about if a hit was good or not. We can just off the 5. Bummer. So yes, we can just watch the replay on YouTube and we will know if it's good or not. Illinois. I got that one. But if you know anybody from Iowa, Diane, get them on here or share it over there so we can get Iowa knocked off our list. Alright, so we've got a 4-ball out. Shape is tricky on the 6. They say you should never try to get shape on a side pocket unless you absolutely have to. Oh, can't be mad at that. That was a great shot. And he's almost straight, which is good because the 8 and the 10 are basically on the rail. You don't have to move the cue ball a lot. Bryce, thank you for watching from South Carolina. Oh, that's how I was playing last night. Ball in hand, make a ball, get shape, and still miss the next ball. It was ridiculous. And sometimes the pressure of knowing you're on the stream, it's always in the back of your mind. And then knowing that you're playing for $1,000 can make those easy shots much more difficult. Great shot. Speed could have been a little bit better, but beggars cannot be choosers. Corby, I feel like you're giving away all his secrets, and everyone's gonna go flock to this lake and fangirl over Shane Bamboni. And it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. I know lots of guys who fangirl over Shane Bamboni. Another unfortunate scratch there. Two balls. There's very little of the table, but that 10 ball does not go. So 95% of the table just make the 8. All right. Welcome, 115. Fantastic. Welcome, everybody, to K2 Productionz. Oh, I'm giving him 53. Trying to go to camera 3. There we go. If you are just tuning in, never watched K2 before, definitely appreciate you joining the stream. We are playing 10 ball, race to 7, best of 3 sets for $1,000 here in Phoenix, Arizona, in our K2 pool room. We stream matches every day of the week. If you'd like to get notifications, you can subscribe and like K2 Productionz on Facebook. You can subscribe on YouTube and get live notifications, as well as pausing and rewinding live broadcast. Once we get to all 50 states, and we are very close, then we will give away $50 in trivia. My other half of K2, Carlos, so we have Carlos and Kaylin, likes to give away money every time we stream. $10, $20. Just likes to do trivia just for watching. So please subscribe to get those updates of when Carlos is giving away all our money. Oh, Connecticut. You're the only one of the North that we have got. I need Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Those are like the only ones I need, other than the Dakotas. Neither one of these gentlemen want to make the one ball. Looks like it might go down here. Nope. Let's see. Let's see if we can 3-foul. Do you think you can push the 1? Because you're pretty straight. So if you use good speed control, can you push the 1 and glue the cue ball to the back of the 5? There we go. Another option. Yeah, Jay, you might as well snuggle in. This is gonna take a while. Thank you, Jose. If you can get one of those 5 states, 6 including Delaware, if somebody can bring me a northeastern state tonight, I'll give you $5. How about that? I'll be like Carlos tonight. It's Friday. Why not? Just don't tell him, because I always give him such a hard time. Good safety. Steve does own a jump cue. I know he's pretty close to that 9. So he's gonna kick it. I don't really like a kick for the make here. See, he said it hit a rail, but I did not. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I did not. So let's see what he can do with ball in hand. Maybe make it. Go all the way up. Leave himself an angle on the 2. Just a stop shot. Or I mean, you can draw it and shoot it in the bottom left, or you can go forward and shoot it in the side, but that's tight. So I like that better, shooting it to the bottom left. I actually like playing safe here because to make the 3 and get any sort of shape on the 4 is tough. Yeah, he wasn't trying to play safe there, but it worked out for him. good hit and a safety out of it. Can't be mad about that. I will show you guys on the next rack when they are done the map that I'm using to keep track of everyone. It is a scratch off map, so you scratch off the states. It's supposed to be of where you have visited, but I'm using it for who has visited us here on the stream. So Steve shooting. I swear I just heard him call safe. Not bad. Left him pretty much straight. So how do you shoot it when you're almost on the rail to get any sort of shape on the 4 to be able to play safe? The angle might be a little bit too much to make the 3 and break out the 4. That's what I would try. Yeah, I thought I wasn't there. So you can just roll up right on it, try to freeze the balls together. The angle is a little thin for a skim, or a little bit too straight. Yeah. It's a good safe. They're checking to see if it's frozen. They're saying it is not. So now is a game of patience to see who leaks a shot first. Calling safe. Steve shooting. Very nice. He is glued to that 7. Wonder if the 2 rail is there with a little bit of right spin. Call it in the side just for fun. Where's Nicholas De Leon? Oh, great hit. Just unlucky. I think that's the 5th time he's scratched in the last 2 racks. He just cannot stop scratching. Needs to go itch some of those balls. Itch that scratch. Right, let's see. Pretty straight. So just stop it there. West Virginia, Delaware, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Maine, Rhode Island, I will give you $5. If you can get them to say that you are the reason they're watching, I will give you $5. Gotta have PayPal or Zelle. The last 3 people I did trivia with that won made me mail them a check because they didn't have any other means of receiving the money. So now I'm saying you have to have it or you do not qualify for the raffle. And just like that, Steve is on the hill. Nice. James Pratt, West Virginia. Fantastic. Oh, look, I said I was gonna show you guys. Hold on. This is me. I was not prepared to be on, but this is my map. Wait, this direction. Oh, you can see over there in the corner, all those maps, all those people. So now I get, look, West Virginia was all by itself. So now I get to check that off. So thank you, James, for that. Did you see the stream from my share? What page did you see the stream on that you are watching from West Virginia? Calling safe. From Facebook. What page did I share to that I gotcha? From like I love playing pool or page or one of the pool players pages. Yeah, Jonathan, I agree. This is a little bit rough for big money. Safety good. I feel like this is how I was shooting yesterday. All right, so skim the right side of the 3 and just leave the Q on the other side of the 8. I think everyone is feeling the... See? Joe was listening to me. I think everyone is feeling the rustiness of Arizona being completely closed down. The bars for 3 months. They were open for 1.5 weeks and then closed down again for the last 2 weeks. So nobody's really played in 4+ months unless they've played at Ellis Island, which is Tim Daniels' stream, or here at K2, which is myself and Carlos's house that we have set up pretty fancy and do these streams now. We are actually booked until August. That's how full we are every single day until August. we do just ask a small streaming fee, but otherwise these guys play for whatever they want to gamble for. The house does not collect. So this is really tough. I think you're going to foul no matter what. So push the 8-ball into the 5 to at least tie some stuff up and hope to minimize the chances of your opponent running out. So you must live right on the border of West Virginia and Maryland then, right, James? I had to look at the map, not gonna lie. I was like, are those close? Oh yeah, they're touching. Sorry, in the west, we're very spread out. And in the east, you guys are all very close. So I want you guys to take a look at how Steve strokes. Look at his back arm and see how much of a windmill he does. I'm surprised he is as accurate as he is. With how much he moves the tip of his cue up, down, all around on that cue ball before he strokes through it. I agree, Jonathan. Jump, 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 jump. And Steve does have a Predator jump cue sitting over there at his table. But I don't know. I know this might sound funny, but I don't know that if you're under 550 that you think to jump very much. It's just not a natural shot. You're thinking more about kicking or playing safe. The aggressive jump is usually not there. Mentally. Do you guys agree with that? Or am I just making stuff up? I'm allowed to do that because I'm the only one with a mic. Yep, back cut bank. If anything, try to bank it a little bit wide because then it will hit the side rail and bounce out to the bottom rail. Kind of like that. Leave him another long shot. He did just miss this shot. So if I was Steve, I would be feeling pretty comfortable. If I was Joe, I'd be bearing down and Really focusing on this shot. There we go. Saved by the titties. Points, as Carlos would call them. There we go. The last game is always the hardest game to close out. But this is quite an uphill battle for Jump. I'm gonna turn down the tornado machine that Carlos pointed at me before leaving. There we go. Now you guys hopefully will not hear the tornado in my mic anymore. Gotta go top here, or a lot of draw. Yes, it did sound like I was having, I don't know, an asthma attack or something. But it was just a fan that kept blowing on my mic. Hooked himself, it looks like. Maybe a mini masse. Oh, could see the edge of it. If you go back, both of these guys have played here before. If you happen to go on to YouTube and pull up even their first match against each other, because this is a rematch, they were breaking running racks. This is just an off night for them, unfortunately. And I agree with you guys, it's a little rough. But both of these guys shoot much better in general than they are shooting today. Again, it's been a long time away from shooting. Also, these pockets are only 3 7/8, so it is much more difficult to make a ball here than to make a ball on any other diamond table. I think we can all agree there has been nights that no matter what you do, you just can't get into a rhythm. And I think tonight is their night. Very nice shot. Steve wants this first set to be over. Oh, you can't see anything there. Hello, Allison. All right. Really tough to hold this. So if you can use spin here to kill the cue ball off the rail. So you hit it almost full, but use a lot of outside. It'll throw the ball into the pocket and hold it down there. Instead, he used inside and went all the way to the other side of the table. That is not what I would have done. Alright. The saying goes, I made up my own saying, but the first and the last of the set are the hardest to win. So that is what we're seeing here with Steve. Got to the hill, was 6-1, and Joe making a little climb towards the top of this great mountain here. I'd like to thank everybody who is watching for watching here at K2 Productionz. Please like and follow us on Facebook. You'll get live notifications when we go live, so you can watch wonderful matches such as this. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It does go live at the same time as Facebook. I do like the YouTube channel because you can pause and rewind live streaming, which is really neat. So here at K2, we have reached 15 countries, 40 states. We just got a new state tonight, West Virginia. So thank you guys for that. We are working on getting the 9 other states that we need. Once we hit 50 states, we will give away $50 based on a trivia question. So you want to be with us live when we do our trivia for the $50. Alright, we see a jump cue here. It's actually my jump cue. So apparently I'm lowering that to Joe. Did not realize. That is a James hand shoe. It's actually a demo cue. He is custom making me a purple heart shaft with a shiny black 2-piece butt with sparkles in it. He has been making it since January. I just called him and I was like, hey, I don't know if you know, it's been 7 months. And he was like, oh, yeah, because of the shutdown, couldn't get stuff he needed, whatever. So he said September. going to be a year-long wait for my special sparkle jump cue, so it better be extra super amazing. I've never jumped with anything other than a James hand shoe. If you guys know Nicholas De Leon, he's a local pro, is what a lot of people call him. He swears by Propel carbon fiber jump cue. I tried to jump with it. I could not even get the cue ball off the table. Wow, all the way down. It's a gutsy shot. Past the points. Would have played safe. He kind of ended up getting safe there. Oh, I know, Corby. I am the editor of his page. If you ever read any of his thank you posts to his sponsors, that is me writing those for him. I wrote his bio. Nick is wonderful. Very good shooter, not the greatest with words, not so articulate. I have 2 master's degrees, so I am pretty good with the written word. So I do that and for him, and he has given me a couple free lessons and owes me more now that he moved back. But just a little off. I have 2 master's degrees, Corby. One is in risk management. One is in health law. And then I have a bachelor's in nursing. Alright, my jump cue is out again. I'm glad she's getting some action. Ooh, making some balls. He owes me $10 for that jump because he made it with my jump cue. It's $5 just to borrow it. $10 if you make it. Chris Baginski is a wonderful local player who has played here at K2 many times. He is helping us facilitate our kitchen remodel, and he just texted me that our cabinets are going to be in on Wednesday. I thought I had like 2 weeks. We haven't even demoed the kitchen. Oh, I know what we're going to be doing for the next 2 days. Oh, I thought he would do the combo, the 5.9 in the side. That was an interesting choice. Corby, if your master's is in math, that should make you really good at pool, right? Because pool is geometry. All that I learned in geometry in high school was proofs. He never went over one angle. He just proofed us to death. When we took our final, the entire class failed. So we all got B minuses. And that's about the extent of my geometry. Alright, we might see more than a 2-ball run, guys. I'm just throwing it out there. Two. Okay, we're making progress. I know, right, Cindy? Where's Hopeful? He's coming here next week. You'll actually get to see him play. This is located in Phoenix, Arizona. Casey, where are you from? Oh, banking. It's the worst. And you know what's funny? I'm really, really good at kicking. One more step up the mountain. Yeah, so I'm very good at kicking. But for some reason, even banking should be a similar concept, and I don't get it at all. I am really bad, like off by a diamond or more every time. Well, when I was in geometry was about 20 years ago. So, I mean, I'm also a little dated, Corby. No, Fugi. The cabinets are coming in on Wednesday, but they're coming in flat boxes. Carlos and I have to actually put them together and build every cabinet for the entire kitchen. So just the pallet themselves are going to arrive Wednesday, but means nothing. The only thing it means for your match, Fugi, is you get to walk through a demoed kitchen to get to the garage. Oh no, I was just about to say they are finally putting some runs together and he missed it. Oh, great recovery. So just roll it in. What's up? Roll it in. Or you can do the Filipino, shoot it with bottom, but it turns into top. Oh no. Oh, I think he might. I use the diamond system, Cindy, but I just learned that where I think I'm hitting it and where I am actually hitting it is totally different. So I think the difference is with kicks, I'm just shooting the cue ball into the point of the rail, the point of contact. But with the bank, I am hitting the cue ball into a ball to hit the rail at that contact point on the rail. And I'm off with my cue ball into the object ball into the rail. So, for instance, I measured out a bank. Carlos said, okay, where do you need to hit it? Wow, so close. So I marked it so that he could see. And then he stood there and he watched and he saw where he hit it. And I was hitting it like 2 chalk widths away. If you have closed captions, you can turn them off yourself by touching the dots in the top right corner and choosing closed captioning and turn them off. You don't have to have the closed caption on. What a comeback. You gotta give it to Joe for not giving up. Yeah, I have no control over where the closed caption is for you. You just have to turn it off. I wish I could though, because it is funny to read what closed caption says I'm saying, because it's so wrong. With Carlos and his accent, it's even more funny. Nice break. Nice break by Joe. If he can win this, and make it hill after being down 6-1, what a fantastic comeback that would be. And starting it off with a great save. Talking about jumping, here is where I would do it. He's massing. Wrong ball. Ball in hand. $10 per diamond and divide by 2 for the angle. That is very confusing. You'd have to show me on a table so I would have any idea what you're saying. I've never aimed at the back of a ball. Unless I'm kicking it from behind. Oh, I don't think he has an angle. Well, he's stuck on the rail too, so he has no way to get down to the 6. So making the 5, there is no reward. I think you should play safe here. Tuck the cue ball down in the back. Wow. I did not think he could get that much on the cue ball. And he got so much, he scratched. Okay, so let's talk about the run out. If you can put yourself at an angle shoot the 6, come in between the 8 and 9. Nope. I was going to say come in between the 8 and 9 in order to come up to shoot the 7 in the bottom right. But we're not doing that. We are playing ball in hand, 1 ball, safe. Out comes my hand shoe. Look at that cute old hand shoe. Purple heart shaft. I know it's kind of hard to see from this angle, but the cue ball is obviously by the rail and the 7 ball is right there. So jumping the black ball and trying to make the 7 into the side. If he makes it, $10. All right, still gets $5 for the borrow. If I actually had that as a real rule, I could have paid for another hand shoe by now. So Steve trying to shoot the 7. He maybe has half a pocket. I do not think it goes. Yeah. Not on this table. We can only fit a ball and a half. So if you can only see half the pocket, you cannot make it. Nice shot. Just shoot this up top. Nothing fancy. Just need to make the ball. You cannot hit the points on this table going in because it will rattle every time with the 3 7/8 pocket and a deep shelf. You have to make the balls clean. Oh, are you coming over to help us demo, Corby? Is that the work in the morning you are talking about? Yeah, tomorrow morning. All right. First set is done. Let's go to commercial and see you in just a moment.
was my grandma's. Ugh.
Don't worry, ma'am. All of your stuff is in okay hands.
Just okay?
Well, they don't give 2.5 stars to just anybody.
Here you go.
What's this?
It's your piano.
Hold this for a sec.
We don't have a piano.
But the neighbors do.
Just okay is not okay.
Looking for a moving company that's on time, isn't milking the clock, and doesn't charge for shrink wrapping items, disassembling and reassembling furniture? Would you value a team of hardworking guys that care about your belongings? No, really. Like, if any of your possessions were damaged or lost during the move, they'd cover it that same day. Well, Aaron Movers in Phoenix is serious about quality service, and we feel like we've mastered the art of moving. Since 2001, we've grown our well-known reputation of precaution, speed, courtesy, and planning. We've held every member of our team to a high standard and have never dropped the ball. Now that I think about it, we haven't really dropped much of anything over the last 17 years. We understand that nothing we touch belongs to us, and that we need to handle your belongings better than we'd ever treat our own. Because, in case you didn't know, you're the boss on moving day. Listen, our team honestly just wants to help you get your items moved from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible. Our custom-built trailer plays a big role in our ability to do this by reducing trips and lowering costs. We'll even set things up at point B for you. Our 5-star rating proves that hard work pays off. With hundreds of satisfied customers across the great state of Arizona, we want you to experience moving as it should be. Whether you're moving into a new office, transporting items out of the state, or settling into a new place to call home, Aaron Movers wants you to focus on what you'll be doing once you get there. Don't take a risk, and we'll take care of the rest. Click below or call Joe at 602-703-0078 to learn more or to get a free estimate.
Do you need to sell your house fast? Well, you've come to the right place. We buy houses in any condition or location and can close quickly so you can get paid and move on. Are you behind in payments, dealing with a divorce, job transfer, a fixer-upper, or have a bad tenant? We eliminate all the hassles of the traditional sales process. By selling to us, you won't have to do any repairs or updates, list with an agent, wait month after month for it to sell, hold open houses, or pay any out-of-pocket expenses. Give us a call and get your money fast.
Right. They did not wait for the commercials to be over. But Joe is currently shooting the balls. He's putting his extension on. We have not missed too much. They're only on the 4. Nice speed. Shoot this with top, maybe even a little inside, so you come straight back for the 6 in the bottom right. I feel like Joe hears me. This is tough. He's on the wrong side of the 6. Yep, he adjusted about 4 times when he was down. So smartly, he got up. Tough being on the rail for this one. think Steve. There we go. Steve did win the last set, but Joe had won 5 in a row to come back, make it 6-5. So he definitely had that climb and really pushed himself. So I think Joe is feeling good going into this second set, knowing that he's kind of on a roll, which I think is why he did not want to take a break in between sets. Yes, Cindy. He did move somebody's house today. Aaron Movers, the commercial, is actually Joe's company. So, and he has had some sick employees, so he is moving everything himself. And on top of that, when we had to move all of our tile and mortar, which was 2,000 square feet of tile, 40 bags of thin set, he came over on his day off and helped us move it. He's a beast. So he moved all day, was my point that I was getting to. So I'm surprised he even has this much energy in his option. I'm sure Joe's gonna give that back. Yeah, he said, go ahead. It's not surprising. I like 3 rail. Top left, top left to the left side rail, to the bottom left, and then into the 4. That's how I would shoot it, honestly. Yeah, so we decided to tile the entire upstairs and the stairs before we started the kitchen, so that when we were done with the kitchen, we could do the entire downstairs and move everything upstairs. Well, they did it, and the upstairs would already be done. That's our plan until Chris Baginski just messaged me and said they have our cabinets as of Wednesday. They're starting the tiling Tuesday. So we're going to have tiling upstairs going on. We will have finished the demo for downstairs, and they will be starting the demo for the plumbing and the electrical at some point next week. So our house is going to be chaos for the next 2-3 weeks, apparently. We were trying to avoid the chaos by doing the upstairs early, but nope. Surprised that he went at the top there. Thought he would draw it, but he must have had more of an angle. This is in Phoenix, Arizona. In K2 pool room, aka our garage. This is the pool room. You can see we have a drink refrigerator. Anyone can bring their own or help themselves to what's in there. We have a AC unit that is dedicated to our garage only. And then I will show you as he's racking. Here's our fancy camera. See, there's me. Hello. We are over here by the water cooler. We've got the TV, or the one camera right there above me, right there. Then we have the camera right there mounted to the ceiling with Velcro. And then this really fancy camera that we can look anywhere. So that is where we are. We are booked solid until August 1st, Andrew. But if you message me, I can put you on a list for cancellation and get you scheduled a match. Yeah, James, we are totally redoing the kitchen. Not just like replacing cabinets or replacing countertops. We are changing the layout. We are moving the sink to the island, the dishwasher to the island, the refrigerator over to this random blank spot on the wall, putting double ovens where the refrigerator was, putting in double stack cabinets. So you have the standard cabinet, and then you have a 12-inch cabinet on top of that. That's glass with LED lighting with a remote TV. I mean, this is my dream kitchen that Carlos is indulging. He got his dream pool room. We compromised on the pool outside, but he is getting a built-in sunken outdoor kitchen barbecue area out there so that it's level with the pool, so you can swim up to the barbecue. And so I get my kitchen. So, Andrew, I promise I will forget everything that you just said. Because I'm planning a wedding, I am doing the kitchen, we are doing this, but if you message me with that information, I will diligently follow up with you. And I actually have someone in mind that would play for that kind of money. If you just send me a message so I do not forget. Oh, I think Steve got mad and might actually run this out here. All right. So, all the people that were teasing and being mean during the first set should be watching this set, because this is much better set than earlier. They're actually running out more than one ball at a time. We also have a vending machine business on top of that, and a 7-year-old, so, you know, not very busy. So yes, Andrew and Talon, both of you, if you want to play, if you want to match up, if you want to come out here, we are very welcoming. In fact, next Monday we have a couple people from New Mexico coming out to play for some big money. You just have to send me a message and I will get you on the schedule. We run matches even when the bars are open because we do provide a private venue, which is kind of nice. You don't have to listen to drunk people. You aren't going to get sharked. We have a TV where you can watch instant replay of what you're doing. You have whatever music you want. BYOB. We eat. We have a good time. So people really like our venue even when bars are open. So we set up matches all throughout the week, all throughout the year. We have been doing this in our house for about 7 months. We have been doing streaming for over 2 years at our tournaments that we run. We run about a tournament or 2 every month with a $2,000 to $6,000 payout depending on what we are running. We have really good payouts out of any tournament, I think, personally. So Joe getting this 2-ball in with draw. Oh, that 2-ball almost hung in the pocket. Another reason people like to shoot here is that we have 3 7/8 inch pockets, which are the smallest pockets in Arizona. There is no other table in Arizona that has pockets like ours. Draw this straight back. Oh, talk about an angle. At least he has an angle to get down to the 7. You have to shoot this with inside though to make sure that it comes wide. Because if you just hit a straight top, you are going to come right into that 7. I don't think he's hooked. Good. Oh, super straight. So, what do you have to decide? If you want to stop it, draw it back, float it. I think stop here is okay. It gives you enough angle on the 8. But Joe preferred a little bit of a bigger . You just have to make sure you don't lay on the bottom rail. You gotta make sure you hit the bottom rail and come back out. Don't get hooked behind the 10. As I was saying, oh, I would not saying here. Yeah. I would have jumped it, if anything. Yes, James. You have to just subscribe and you'll get notifications every time we go live. Just go to our page and click follow. I know. I had to say it. Oops. Commentator curse. Great. See you in the future, James. You might like it when Carlos commentates. He is a fun character to listen to as well. All right, 2-2. At least they are keeping it much closer than previous set. All right, I will talk to you soon, Andrew. I will get you figured out and get you set up with a match. How did I describe him, Cindy? A character? Oh, we're playing one pocket down here in the left corner. Play safe here, because what do you do to get to the 2? Cindy's K2 Productionz best friend. All right. Yikes. I think he can skim it. Just barely. Just barely skim the edge of the 2 ball. Kicking it is so risky. It's such a tight window between the 6 and the 8. I would just skim it. Okay, guys, let's decide, good or bad. Nice hit. Wow. That was such a small window. I am so proud of him. Good save. I feel like it's tough because Steve is in the responsive position here, where he's just kicking at it and hoping he hits it every time, which gives Joe the advantage of being able to play it safe every time. And finally Steve messed up there, just barely, went through all those balls without ever hitting one. That was impressive. I would have tried to come more down table to shoot the 3 in the side pocket, which may have been his intention. Ooh, hit that too hard. Ooh. Oops. He made it, but hooked himself on the 4. Seems to be their pattern tonight. 1 ball safe, 1 ball hook. For the first 3 games of this set, they were putting together some really good runs, but we are back to 1 ball safe. Told you so. 1 ball miss. 1 ball safe. I know I tried to hide it, but it was right in the middle of the sentence, Cindy. I don't think it was meant to be a 2-way shot, though. I mean, it worked out, but I don't think that was the intention. Oh, missed it. I do have our little chair massager on, and it is 111 degrees outside, but it's only like 70 in the garage because it's freezing because of the AC. So I have the heat and the massage on in the chair. And back out. Nice. Oh, too hard, but it will still work. Hit this with top. Just into the rail and back out to shoot the 8. Tim's ears must have been burning earlier, because he just joined us on the stream. I was talking about your 500 and under well, we're at 76 or 74 in here, and I need a jacket. So yes, 70 is freezing, Richard. It is 111. 80 with a breeze is actually, I think last night the low was 85. So we aren't even gonna hit 70 again until like November. If it's 70 in Arizona, people are literally wearing parkas. This is one of those shots that doesn't reward if you make it, because you can't hold it for the 2. So playing safety is what makes sense. And he kind of ended up doing that. Missed it and got hooked behind the 2. This is the second set, Miss Crystal. Yeah, it is 76.3 degrees in the pool room right now, and I am shivering with the heater on. So it is very funny how differently people adjust to their environments. Okay, here you have to control the cute because that's going to happen. The one is going to come off weird, and then you leave yourself not a great shot on the 1 ball. So he had ball in a hand with a 1 ball run. Joe trying to see if that 5 ball goes past the 10. Oh, that's a horrible color saturation right now. Have to work on that. Stop shot here, or if he's not straight to the rail and out just a bit to get to that 4 ball in the side. Draw will, wait, let's see. Yeah, draw will kind of draw it to where he was just pointing, so that you can shoot the 5 into the bottom right corner. He's hitting this with top right. I don't know what he thought that was gonna do unless it went in the side, but nope. Now he has to play safe. We are good, Crystal. How are you? I am commentating so Carlos can have a night off, and he's in the pool with Reagan right now. They are playing Sharks. Well, I don't know what that game is, but that's what they were playing. Then I hope he puts her in the bath, and then bedtime soon. But it's Friday, and she's probably conning him. He's not usually the bedtime guy, so she can probably manipulate him pretty good. Ugh, did not get the out that he wanted there. He was super straight on that 9, and I was surprised he even was able to manufacture that much of an angle. I would have thought about just shooting it and trying to come off the rail just a little and shooting the 10 all the way down to that top left corner. This is much more difficult. He's going to make it in the wrong pocket. Oh, no. But he left it pretty easy for Steve. Whoa. Too close. Too close. Steve was flirting with danger there. Nothing? All right, we have the potential for a little bit of a run here. Can shoot this in the side, go down to the bottom rail and back up for the 2-ball in the bottom left corner. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So shoot this so that you will shoot the 3 in the same pocket. A little bit softer. And also a little bit lower. Would have helped to go up table so you are not on top of the 3-ball. Very nice. Safety. Unless you can fit. Nope. Can't fit. I think you can though. Safe. Oops. So Joe is still shooting. Steve gave that back after he made the 6. Oops. Maybe not a good idea because Joe just made the 4. Never mind. He is shooting too fast. That is kind of Joe's style. I don't know if anyone knows Joe or has played him in League, but he runs around the table. He's just so fast. Oh, nothing but net. Great shot. Now don't follow it up by missing this one. As Carlos would say, bear down and make it. I had a seizure a little bit when I was talking. Cindy, that's what that was. And Joe's just shooting too fast, so that's what that was. Oh, I thought that was in. I know. I was just explaining everything that happened in that moment. Slow down, slow down, slow. Nope. If you're trying to go for the out, you need to bank the 8 to get shape on the 9. If you are trying to play defensively, here's the time to play defensive. There we go. Both of these gentlemen are making a phenomenal shot, followed by a not so phenomenal shot. Nice shot. Like I said earlier, much closer set this time than the first set. Wow, 3 balls down. And no shot on the 2. So calling the push. So since he can see the entire ball, I would assume he will be shooting it. He's already down, so he must have an idea of what he wants. Oof. I feel like these guys should play 9-ball because they do a lot of hitting and hoping. Good safety. Cindy, are you still on? Joe to play a safe here, but he is instead doing a carom to the 3. So, Cindy, we have another project for the house that is coming to fruition that I had honestly kind of forgotten about until we got an email today. So the HOA had sent us a notice like a year ago saying that we had to paint the house. So about a year ago we painted the house, and we did it all by ourselves, and that was a lot of work. And we have the sun protector screens, which in Arizona are so important, but they were still brown, like the house was brown, but we painted it gray and blue. Blue shutters on a gray house with white trim. So I said, they're super old and now they're brown. We should get new window shades, window coverings on the outside. And we actually know someone in the pool community, Gil Franco, that does the sun shades. So we had him come out and give us a quote, and then we submitted it to the HOA to get approval in a nice like black gray color with 80% protection from UV and heat. And then I forgot about it, and we just got an email that the HOA approved it. So we only have 30 days from an approval to start the project, or it's not approved anymore. So we have to do it or have to resubmit it for approval. So we told Gil, go ahead and order them. Oh, just slightly too short. So I think it takes him a little bit to order them, and we're doing the shade plus custom bars over the shade to make it still kind of look like a window. So that costs extra and takes extra time to make. So in about 3 weeks we will be getting those installed all around on the outside of the house. So it will be even cooler in the house and a little bit darker, and the outside will finally match, but it's just more money. Oh yeah, I'm agree with you, Cindy. Arizona actually has a really cool Facebook page called AZ Pool Player Services, and you can post on there whatever you need. So plumbing, electrical, pool, like swimming pool, in this case the sun shades, and you'll get someone who's in the pool community that will potentially give you a discount, or you at least keep the business within the community. Man, why is that such a hard word? Community. It is so funny because when I speak, I'm a very eloquent speaker. I have done debate team, public speaking. I went to New York when I was in high school and presented in front of the United Nations completely. And for whatever reason, when it comes to talking on the stream, I am retarded and I cannot talk. And I have so much trouble with my words. I don't understand it. Steve was saying, I finally made a ball just to hook myself. This is in Phoenix, Arizona. Chris, where are you from? Oh, made the wrong ball. But the 2-ball is in a very tied up space, so oh, Austin. I grew up in San Antonio in high school. When I was but a young lass, I was in Oregon, where Cindy is. I was just telling Carlos we need to go back up there, go see my grandma who lives in Gold Beach, see her amazing mountain house that they built themselves with a pond the size of 4 swimming pools that they handmade. My grandparents come from a generation where you did everything yourself. That's a good point, Cindy. I also think that I can hear myself as a feedback in my ear because I'm wearing a headset, so I can hear the music, myself. I can hear everything that you guys can hear to make sure there's no echo or anything like that. So I hear myself in just like a half a second delay. So I think that maybe my brain thinks I've already finished, or that I started too early and forgets to finish the word because I can hear it as I'm saying it, if that makes sense, which you don't normally do in everyday conversation. Joe is so nice. He's complimenting Steve on his safeties. Bellevue, Ohio. Welcome. Cleveland rocks, right? Drew Carey Show, hot in Cleveland. You probably hear that all the time and hate it.
Yeah, baby. Oh, that's how you do it.
Steve says, "Oh, that's how you play safe, huh?" Oh yeah, definitely send it over, Chris. We were actually going to go to Vegas and stream the matches at Griff's for Tim Kovacs and promote their tournaments. So we would get to promote our business and they would get to stream nationally, internationally actually, for Griff's and for Tim Kovacs and his promotion company for his tournaments.
All guys were on my side.
Yes, of course, we have heard of the Texas 9-Ball Open. It's one of the biggest events in the U.S. We also have quite a few friends in the pool community who live in Texas. You can send it to me, Chris. My name is Kaylin, Kaylen. And then on Facebook, the last name, I guess, is Nicole, which is my middle name, Nicole. So Kaylen, Nicole. Gotta hit this with top or with inside to make sure you avoid that side pocket. Top or bottom. Pick one. Just don't hit it with center. Nice shot. Oh, see, Cindy's got it. For some reason, it doesn't allow us to tag ourselves when I'm on the K2 Productionz. Now, I know you're probably not familiar with Carlos and myself, Chris, but we are the reigning Arizona Scotch Doubles champions. He is the reigning 8-ball champion for Arizona, and I am second place for women's 8-ball this year for Arizona. So we do like ourselves a tournament. I think this is the first time this set that Steve is in the lead. We don't know how to shoot balls in order, Chris, when we play Scotch doubles. So, funny story is we went to, speaking of Tim Kovacs and Tim Kovacs Production, he was having a Valentine's Day Scotch doubles tournament last year, Valentine's Day. And so Carlos and I decided to go. It was 8-ball on the winner's side, 9-ball on the loser's side. So we went, and the night before, they had a chip tournament. It was 9-ball. And so we're like, okay, let's warm up, let's play in the chip tournament, it'll be fun. We got 8 chips, and we played 8 times and lost every single one. There were 8 and out. And we were like, oh, maybe we should not play the Scotch doubles event. But we're like, okay, no, it's fine, because it's 8-ball, so let's just play 8-ball and never go to loser's side, because we don't know how to play 9-balls together. And we just won, undefeated the entire tournament. We won it, which was amazing, but it was because it was 8-ball. We are very good at playing 8-ball together. We are not super great playing rotation together. I don't know why, but we just are not that great. So we've kind of decided not to play 9 or 10 ball. We have won a Scotch doubles 10 ball before, but it was not pretty. And we only won because they were running the last set, and they hung the 10 ball. So we won. So we got so lucky. Alright, so just make this, draw back for the 4 ball. I think it's because I don't always get him the greatest shape. So in 8 ball, he can shoot a backup ball, or if I leave him kind of funky and he sees a better shot based on where I left him, he takes that instead, and then we run out, you know. But in 9 and 10 ball, it is what it is. If that's the shape he gets on the 2, he has to shoot the 2, and he has to make it work. And whereas in 8 ball, you can recover. So I think that's why we shoot so much better 8 ball than 9 ball. I actually don't like playing 8 ball when I'm playing by myself, because I feel like there's too many options. I don't like options. Just 9 ball, give it to me, let me 1, 2, 3, 4, I got it, easy. Get from the 2 to the 3, get from the 3 to the 4. I can do that. When you give me 15 balls on the table and say it's open, I have no idea where to start. And that's probably why I've won APA 9 ball nationals 2 years in a row. Because I can do 9 ball, but I cannot do 8 ball. Cindy, he's so good at shooting it as though he's left-handed to see if he's leaving me in a good spot. I don't do that for him, but he does that for me. But, you know, he's a 6'55" Fargo, so that's his job. Alright, so ball in hand, shoot the, just try it simple, keep it simple, right? Just shoot the 6, either pocket, your choice, and then shoot the 7 all the way down. Don't try to come around for it, don't try to make it in the side pocket, because that's when you're trying to get super fancy with shape, that's when you're going to make a mistake. So just shoot it, and then shoot the 7 down table. I mean, that worked, and really well, actually. I mean, you can't be mad, but you should never try to purposely get shape on the side pocket unless you have to. It's just such a tough pocket to get shape on. But that worked out really nice. I've once heard there's no right and wrong pattern. There's just hard and easy. That's a good idea, Chris. Send me a message. So yes, I tend to make it a harder pattern for myself, probably, than needed, but I make it work. I am working really hard on making easier patterns for myself. I don't think you can hold this. I think you have to go 1, 2, and back out for the rails. One, two, and back out. Steve listens to me. He knows. He's so wiggly. I can't get over it. I can't get over how wiggly he is, and yet how he is still able to make a ball. It's so surprising. I worked with Nicholas De Leon for hours upon hours to fix my stroke and make sure that I was centering my chin over the center of the cue, stroking through without wiggling or moving. I even had my stroke analyzed by a professional pool coach, and he said that I had like a 55% stroke, which is one of the highest he's ever seen for a player that doesn't have or hasn't had any professional training. And then of course Carlos got evaluated and he got like 1% better than me. And I was like, seriously? And I guess that makes sense because Carlos obviously taught me a lot of what I know, so it would make sense that our strokes are almost identical. If you've never had your stroke analyzed, you should. It's amazing. So they videotape you in a follow shot, a stop shot, and a draw shot, and they videotape you and they slow motion your arm and they figure out how you stroke and if you're consistent, if you're not consistent. It's really interesting. And then you watch yourself and he draws on the screen and he tells you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. Dang, that was such a good shot. And he's stuck. He's stuck. Oh, missed it. It's because he didn't even come down and look at the angle. He just shot it. You have to look, measure, do something to make sure you're not just throwing the ball down there and hoping for the best. I literally measure it with my cue. Point of contact to the edge of the rail, draw it back, cue to the edge of the rail, whatever point on the rail, I shoot towards that point, and it hits the ball every time. That's why I'm so good at kicks. Because I literally measure them out. You can't get willy-nilly, guys. You gotta measure. And if you don't like physically measuring with your cue, you at least have to like look at the diamond system. You have to come up with something other than guessing. Nice little shot there. Now, if you come and look at the 6 ball, it looks like you could just stop shot the 5 and play the 6 in the side. Perfect, Chris. Just send me a private message and we'll stay in touch. As long as it's not February 20th. I feel like if he can settle down the windmill, he would be such a better shot because he has great shape. It's just making the balls he misses, and I think it's because he's windmilling a little bit. I could probably just move that date, right, Cindy? I already accepted the request, Chris. I did it so you didn't get lost in the requests. I think I have like 85 pending requests. So I just ignore them most of the time. Speaking of Nicholas De Leon, the Nicholas De Leon, our local professional pool player here, just joined the stream. Hello, Nicholas. What do you think, Nicholas? So, this is Steve shooting. Watch him, Nick. Watch his stroke. And tell me, you don't think he'd be such a better player or a more accurate player if he stopped this crazy windmill that he does? Look at, he's just up, down, all around. Wiggle, wiggle. Put some wiggle in. Put some wiggle in. And Cindy, I haven't even sent the invitations, which actually reminds me that I need to do those. Cindy, send me your address and I will send you a save the date. But your pre-shot is so important to your actual stroke. If your pre-shot isn't like your stroke, then what's the point of the pre-shot? You have to mimic your stroke in the pre-shot. Or am I wrong? That's what I thought the point of a pre-shot is. I lied, Cindy. I lied so hard. I don't have a dress. I don't have a tux. I don't have flowers. I don't have invitations. I don't have, I don't know, other stuff that you're probably supposed to have. We got the venue. At least I have a place to show up. That's it. That's the most important part. So, if Steve makes this, it will be 2 sets and done. So just don't scratch. Alright, that's it. Steve wins 2 sets. First set he won 7-5. Next set he won 7-4. So, let me find the camera. Let me find my face. Hey, there I am. Ooh, I look a mess. Thank you guys for joining us. Chris Adams had to cancel the, thank you. Perfect, thank you. Chris Adams had to cancel the match for tomorrow, which works out great because now we have a ton of reno and demo that we need to do tomorrow. But Sunday we do have a match. Joe Avila actually is going to play again against Carl Stewart. So please join us on Sunday. Like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, and we will see you on Sunday. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Oh, sir, that was my grandma's. Ugh.
Don't worry, ma'am. All of your stuff is in okay hands.
Just okay?
Well, they don't give 2.5 stars to just anybody.
Here you go.
What's this?
It's your piano.
Hold this for a sec.
We don't have a piano.
But the neighbors do.
Just okay is not okay.
Looking for a moving company that's on time, isn't milking the clock, and doesn't charge for shrink wrapping items, disassembling and reassembling furniture? Would you value a team of hardworking guys that care about your belongings? No, really. Like, if any of your possessions were damaged or lost during the move, they'd cover it that same day. Well, Aaron Movers in Phoenix is serious about quality service, and we feel like we've mastered the art of moving. Since 2001, we've grown our well-known reputation of precaution, speed, courtesy, and planning. We've held every member of our team to a high standard and have never dropped the ball. Now that I think about it, we haven't really dropped much of anything over the last 17 years. We understand that nothing we touch belongs to us, and that we need to handle your belongings better than we'd ever treat our own. Because, in case you didn't know, you're the boss on moving day. Listen, our team honestly just wants to help you get your items moved from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible. Our custom-built trailer plays a big role in our ability to do this by reducing trips and lowering costs. We'll even set things up at point B for you. Our 5-star rating proves that hard work pays off. With hundreds of satisfied customers across the great state of Arizona, we want you to experience moving as it should be. Whether you're moving into a new office, transporting items out of the state, or settling into a new place to call home, Aaron Movers wants you to focus on what you'll be doing once you get there. Don't take a risk, and we'll take care of the rest. Click below or call Joe at 602-703-0078 to learn more or to get a free estimate.
Do you need to sell your house fast? Well, you've come to the right place. We buy houses in any condition or location and can close quickly so you can get paid and move on. Are you behind in payments, dealing with a divorce, job transfer, a fixer-upper, or have a bad tenant? We eliminate all the hassles of the traditional sales process. By selling to us, you won't have to do any repairs or updates, list with an agent, wait month after month for it to sell, hold open houses, or pay any out-of-pocket expenses. Give us a call and get your money fast.